dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist bump, you stay up and dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped out, acting gay up in Cisco. Man, take the day off and play up at Ristos, causing chaos and play a calypso. I paused in kitchens and caused addictions. I paused prescriptions and caused inflictions. Lil Bixby playing in stores and bricks and on the dark web. You gotta pause every doors, cause encryptions. Tesla engines, pause the pistons. I seen every floor I leave sore and listing. For that action, they sponsored the Bronson. They was hooked on that shit like Johnson and Johnson. That freeway, Ricky Ross, straight out of Compton, straight out of Bumpton. Red on blue, violence in the land. The projection of the will, the perfection of the kill, the reflection of the pills. I'm a frontline soldier, I'm no doja. These crystals not from focus and crypto. Diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist bump, you stay up and dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped out, acting gay up in Cisco. Man, take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play a calypso. Hickory dickory down, hit a lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot, lick off a shot. Heavy in the pedal, we slip off a knot. Heavy in the ghetto, they crib walk a lot. Crib walk the crypto, lift off the stocks. Drips off the crystal and pots. Disco rods in the blocks on my chain from the crystal shop. In a light air, lift off the rock. Toe Virgil right chain on my block. White paint on my socks. White paint on my socks. Hickory dickory dock. Hit the lick, put the sticky in the box. When the blicky get hot, lick off a shot, we lick off a shot. Payers in crypto, diamonds is dancing like they up in disco. You niggas in fist bump, you stay up and dip low. You niggas stay up and get low. Heard you way up in Frisco, and you say what the heck so. Every player gets snipped out, acting gay up in Cisco. Man, take the day off and play up at Pistols, causing chaos and play a calypso.
Make them say, na 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 na. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. The IG family, the YouTube family, the Twitch family. We are live and direct. Reporting live and direct, y'all. In the building. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in the building pulling up on this beautiful Sunday. Yeah, man. Yeah, that part. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Blue Pill. I saw him earlier with his show that he was doing. Mineral Ministries. Make sure y'all check that out. Yeah, definitely. Pope Pablo was in his Birkin. You know what I'm talking about? As usual. Yeah, this is not even Sacrilegious Sundays. We got Sacrilegious Sundays coming up later on tonight. Today, or right now, we are going to tap in with the family. You feel me? We're going to tap in with the familia, and we're going to talk about some of the things that we got coming up in Texas. Shout out to everybody in the beautiful Lone Star State of Texas, where everything is big. Ladies and gentlemen, Houston, we have a solution. Houston, we have a solution. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to be talking some solution talk. I got some of the gods pulling up. Shout out to Spin City. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Talik. Shout out to everybody, you know, in the building. Hold on 1 minute. Yes, sir. Today, earlier, I just was with the good brother Spin City, and he was doing a presentation at our good brother Beans, right? Mr. Beans is an entrepreneur, a brother by the name of Bean, and he is out of Atlanta. He has an estate. It's called a Beans Estate, and Spence City was featured. He was actually one of the headliners, the featured speakers and whatnot. And when I tell you that this brother got up there and completely shut that thing down, it was a room. It was a packed room of matter of fact, I could show you better than I could tell you. Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I bring to you our good brother, none other than Spin City in the building. There you go.
Hey, peace to the family, man. Peace to you and yours, man. What's going on with it, Red? What's going on with the family? Yeah, today was an amazing cook up, man, with the family. Peace to brother Brian and Bean. You know what I mean? Y'all see him on my Instagram. We made some videos for him. He invited me out to a speaking engagement, and it's on and cracking.
First and foremost, I was giving the family some insight about what I saw you do today. You know what I'm saying? And I let them know that you definitely came to deliver. You did not come to play. I was looking at the faces of some of the elders because it was some elders in the audience.
Yeah, I think Brian's target audience is 35 and up.
Right.
Usually, guys, usually millionaires.
Usually
So
millionaires.
in age to build up landowners. You know what was going on, Red. So 35.
For the aunties out there that always talk crazy about black men and us young brothers, studies show that we get right after 50. Talk black to me, auntie. You know what I'm talking about? Studies show that we get right after 50. I was meeting a lot of elders today at that same convention. These people have land. I'm talking about 40 acres, 50 acres, 13 houses. Like, it was a big crowd in there today, and everybody was members. It was a members only. So it wasn't like a lecture. This was a members only retreat, and everybody was a landowner because Mr. Bean is an estate owner. So he brings what? Quality of membership. Forget about quantity. I would rather speak to 5 people that's about it than speak to 500 people that got rabbit hairs and they not about nothing. They just want to mentally masturbate. You're wasting your time. So let the family know how you was feeling up there, because you wasn't nervous. It wasn't like you know what I mean? You got up there like you've been up there forever. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what you told the people and what you delivered today. Because I don't, you right here. I want you to tell them.
Yeah, for sure, y'all. You know what started me up? Red got off the screen right quick, but what started me up? Y'all know I'm not nervous anyway. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing all my life. But what started me up, Red, was the Spin City intro playing through the building. So I want to ask you, even Red,
quiet.
The Spin City intro playing in the building, and the feeling, and the bass,
the
and
surround sound, them screens,
and the screens. I'm like, oh,
look.
In this,
if you were into crypto, for my Kryptonians out there, no, if you into AI, for my Alan and all of them, right? For my AIs out there, do yourself a favor. Go to Walmart, like save up a few hundred, maybe 4 or 5, and get the biggest screen that you could get, and put that bitch up and look at your AI artwork on a fucking 50 to 75 inch to a 100. Do that for your psyche. Look at your go on Hicksfield, set up the HDMI cord, and I promise you, it's gonna look different. Because I'm looking at AI through my phone, and it's like, oh, that's cute. Tablet, maybe.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. I build all my, I'm doing my computer thing. So I'm hearing the Spin City song. We got Spin City song on Techno Tuesdays. We got Spin City song on More Fire Fridays. That's Spin City song on this page. Cool. Playing through them speakers and on them screens. I know how clear my AI is, and I know how good it sounds with the bass, with the voice. So just saying all that got me like, I'm really doing something, because I have yet to experience my artwork and my art form in such fashion. Okay, so that opened me up. That kept me hype. I'm like, oh yeah, we about to get down. And me and Red and Brian, we all lined it up to where they can get the basics of AI organization with a notebook LM. Taught up large language models, how they take that, they qualify their businesses, they write out scripts for advertisement, they get the exact target marketing that they need so they can take that back to Meta and Google and TikTok and LinkedIn. Right now they have all that formed up, and then a little bit of automation at the end. So, your AI hamster wheel works in your favor. So, we broke that down, woke them up, let them know what's real.
So for the students in the building, KTLians, especially the Techno Tuesdays family. Spin took them around the block. He took them for a spin. He gave them about 5 tools. He gave them the 5 the tool belt to basically make them legends.
Yeah.
1 notebook LM. So he gave him a notebook L. He started out with notebook LM. Like there's steps to this thing, ladies and gentlemen. The great thing about people such as myself and Spin who are tinkering with these tools over time, those of us with these sleepless nights, you know what I mean? Lord have mercy, burning the midnight oil. We're developing methods. We're developing. They say that we ran so you could fly. We're doing a lot of the heavy lifting and coming up with certain formulas. We're burning a lot of tokens. We're burning the midnight oil. We're doing a lot so we could simplify the process for you and yours.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We really doing it, man. So step by steps. Remember what we've been saying for a long time. SOPs, MCPs. I know these, oh man, what's all these letters and stuff y'all be saying? Standard operation procedure. I've been saying that since day 1 of Techno Tuesday. I wanted y'all to understand SOPs, and what I was calling it was large concept models in the beginning. That's why I feel like somebody owe me some money for this MCP shit, because in February, I was calling Red. I said, Red, we got to be on the lookout, because what they're going to start doing at the big companies is turning these into large concept models.
Right.
They actually did it, but they call it model concept protocol. So with that concept protocol and that SOP inside the knowledge base of your agent, you're kind of letting business go like that.
Monster mash.
Yeah, if you don't want to be there, and Red even brought up the fact that can't we do it faceless? Can't we do it with a clone? Can't we do it with a script?
Yeah.
So, man, we just broke it down, woke them up, and a lot of folks now are hip to what is truly real with AI. They know they can clone themselves, their voice, and they can speak any language on the planet.
Oh, you bodied that.
And they can hit global audiences.
You bodied that.
Yeah, that was the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, he was up there today and he was wowing them people. And I got a vantage point. I was in the audience and I just, I'm scanning the audience, looking at faces, because you want to know how that work hit in IRL, in real life. You know what I mean? You want to test the work in real life. So I'm looking around and I'm saying, okay, they hook, you know what I mean? So the hook aspect of catching people's attention, which is something that's not easy to do in this ADD world.
And
he started showing
phone out. My bad, Red, but nobody take their phone out. They looking at Spin crazy ass up here on the computer.
Right. So you showing him the videos, right? And then his avatar starts talking Chinese, Mandarin. Then it starts talking French. Then it starts talking Spanish. But I'm like, yo, I'm that one of the dudes in the front just threw his pen down and was like, oh my goodness. But I saw it before, but I really saw it this time. Man, we almost have a cure to the recession that they are creating in America, or the depression.
Come on, y'all.
The SNAP benefits is running out on Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
Wake up now.
You feel me? So Houston, we have a solution, right? We're not going to be a part of the contingency that's going to be running around spreading fear and nervous energy when our people clearly are going to be going through it. Nah, that's not what we about to do. It's not what we about to do. And we're going to go right to Texas where everything is big in order to set this shit off. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to be amongst people who have health food restaurants, soul food vegan. We're going to be around community people who making moves in a community. Pop Darby. We're going to also tap in with community leaders like Top Cat and whatnot. And we are going to present AI solutions to our brothers and sisters on the ground the best way that we can deliver it. Okay. So we would love, and I want to entertain audiences of elders, and I want to entertain audiences of some of the youth. I'm interested in the parents. Man, I got a lot of cloth for the parents, but I have a great success rate with children and with elders. You feel me?
Yeah,
I speak to them like, I know how to approach the elders, and I know how to approach young people with this technology and get them on board and speak to them in a language that they understand. So even though we know white Midwesterners are majority welfare recipients, God damn it, I'm in Atlanta, I'm going to Houston, and every place that I go, our people is on that SNAP benefits. So we're not going to utilize this whole thing about let them suffer and everything when we know that shit is going to affect people who we know personally, and it's going to trickle down. Mental health is going to suffer. People are going to snap. You're going to see a lot more of the criminal activities rise up. People are going to go hungry. This is going to have adverse effects if it's allowed to fester.
40 million Americans, most with children, relying on $800, $500 in food, is going to evaporate. People are going to not have the ability to feed their children.
Right.
Yeah.
So we
know maybe a gaslighting event, whatever it is, it's going to really happen.
Right.
Wake up now. I know it's a good Sunday. Wake up now.
I do agree that it is it is a provocation. It's a provoking aspect of what this Trump administration is actively. They're not hiding it. If you go ahead and Google Voight, right? If you Google Russ Voight, he's running the game. He's running everything. He's responsible for the shutdown. He's running the department that is responsible for shutting down the budget. He's doing it on purpose. They want to destroy democracy. They intentionally say it. They're not hiding it. This is all political. So they sent 20 million. 20 billion to Argentina. How many people in the chat fuck with Argentina or got somebody from Argentina to fuck with them the long way? Like, did anybody from Argentina ever buy something from you? I've never shipped a item. I never shipped an ebook to Argentina. I don't know nobody from Argentina. You know what I'm talking about? I would rather lock in with Venezuela. Who the hell is Argentina? So why are they sending 20 billion to Argentina? Why do you think they're about to go to war with Venezuela? And then that's going to spill over into Trinidad and other places. So they're going to kill melanated people, and they're going to send 20 billion to the only right wing, quote unquote, far right / quote unquote racist countries, a whitewashed country that literally the whole country got whitewashed for melanin on purpose by the Hitler people. So they just sent them 20 billion, but they're cutting Nana and them SNAP benefits. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. What the hell does Argentina got to do with anything that my tax dollars have? That's why them people from the tax people, they still looking for me, nigga.
Of course.
They still, yeah. I'm just
I see y'all in the chat. Makes sense on why the Army and the National Guard have been hitting the streets early. Because they kind of want to shove any criminals that exist out the way, and then the shutdown will expose whoever else want to get busy in their eyes. So
they gave Argentina 20 billion in credit and not dollars. Okay. I would rather 800 credit in dollars anyway, nigga. The hood needs some credit.
The hood need credit.
The hood need credit. The people on Snap need some credit. Like credit spends. Dollars and credit is the same. Let's stop with the semantics. Okay. If $2 got sent to Argentina, I'm like, why?
Why?
Ukraine, Israel, all of these places. And people is like, yo, fam, I don't want to be here right now. I'm fighting this shit. I love America. I love the land. My name is Moreland. My estate is here. They got my estate here. But fam, it's just an unpleasant experience knowing that the rest of the world is leveling up.
Yep.
And we're sitting around talking about SNAP benefits. And the rest of the world is literally leveling up, getting strong. Their legs are beginning to get stronger. People are practicing a tradition of life. They're living a simpler way of life. People women are being women outside this bitch. You know, and that's not me talking down on the women here, but women are allowed to live somewhat of a softer life. They're not competing with the men everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not feeling it here. And it's nothing personal. It's just the fact that the pilgrims are pilgriming. The pilgrims are real facetious. They're throwing money around. They're fleecing the country. They're breaking the bank. You know, I seen a video where a sister said she was like, I'm a hater. I like to see my haters go down. I'm not going nowhere. She was like, I am a hater. I want to see the pale people fall. And I'm like, shit, I do too.
Yeah, they can fall off. They know that.
They can fall all they want. But my energy and my time should be spent more wisely. Right? It should be spent more wisely in more of a building aspect. I want to talk to roomfuls of people who are builders.
Yep.
Builders. You know? So.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I know we made a shout out earlier. Pretty much what me and the team put together, me, Red, the team, Pop Darby's team, it's like we gonna bring Snap back. Right? We gonna bring Snap back using artificial intelligence. So Red, I'll let you go ahead and push the offer how you want to, but we're gonna take you guys through lining up, you know, and y'all, I'm not telling you to overnight become a business owner, but check this out, y'all. What we can do is help you with AI. Is there something that you have years of experience in? If you have years of experience in crocheting, fine. If you have years of experience in development, perfect. If you have years of experience in something, we will help you organize it, build scripts, and build click and order ebooks, audiobooks, and courses in a matter of 72 hours or shorter. Yeah, matter of fact, you're right. Good job, Jacqua. I don't know if I said that right, but it tells me Jacqua. So my verbiage tells me Jacqua says truck driving. Everybody in the chat, if you have years of experience in something, know for a fact you can teach inside of a community via a book, via a PDF, with some organization tactics, with the best scripts, with the best, you know, will help you use the AI, bring up this Shopify site, and have your teachings on click and order in under 72 hours. We guarantee it, or your money back. We guarantee it, or you don't even pay. Build what you build and say, you know what, Spin Red, this is terrible. This is the best thing I ever invented. And we have such a candy price for the folks that might experience this hardship, because we don't want to tear your head off, but we want to be able to fulfill our tools on our side, pay our team what they need. Right. You know, we travel and stuff, and we do our cryptos, and we do our asset things. But again, we have to understand from our position, everybody's not the same. I think somebody in my family get EBT. We from California, so we get EBT. Maybe I gotta call my auntie or something. Maybe I gotta call my cousin or something because, oh man, I don't got no the $200 that my cousin was gonna get, my $500 that my homie folks was gonna get. You're not gonna get that in food? Okay. What's something right now? What's something that off the it's truck driving? Oh yeah, I know how to do a CDL. And then wide turn. If I can help you, not if. We will help you guys organize, script out, and build up a click and order site for your informational course community, etc. in under 72 hours for a lovely price.
So Serene Soul Sanctuary says critical care, kidney failure, registered nurse, 33 years of experience.
Who else? Who wants to know how to be a registered nurse day one? Where to even go to school? What to even think? Setting up the mindset for a registered nurse is all you got to do. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I don't have to take 12 years of marketing. I don't have to take 7 years in artificial intelligence and say, well, I need you to get to year 7 and then year 12 of marketing today.
Right.
But how do you kick this off, Spin? How do you kick off research, media, and engineering, Red? Where do you start with AI, y'all? And then here we are. We say, man, it's going to be looking rough for our people. So please, we'll get y'all hooked up. I mean, we can do it off a donation basis. Matter of fact, as I would say, y'all.
This is what I did. I made the price so affordable for the Houston event, right? And we're doing 5 hours in the Houston event. In Afrotech environment, Afrotech week, we're going to be connecting with people that look like me and Spin, young melanated brothers and sisters, even elder brothers and sisters, but we're going to be connecting with our own people so we could bring more skills and more people to this network so we could empower, strengthen, and build a network, right? But in the meantime, on that Tuesday that is coming up and that Wednesday, me and this brother on Tuesday, we're doing Techno Tuesdays IRL. But on Wednesday, we're going to be doing all day consultations for all of these businesses that are out there that are looking for a quote unquote consultation on how to integrate the AI to big up your company and build up your business and take you outside of this fray that is about to happen. There's going to be a societal collapse. There's going to be a lot of people, quote unquote, going crazy because once they cut the SNAP benefits, then you're going to have the situation where nobody's going to want to spend money if you're a business and you're trying to sell your products and your services. So what are we going to wind up doing? We're going to take our business outside of the Americas. We're going to go outside of the borders. We're going to put AI videos up where we're going to be speaking Mandarin. We're going to be speaking Mexican, whatever that dialect is. We're going to be speaking in whatever dialect we have to speak in based off of the market research that we did, based off of whatever the niche that we're in. So let's say that I'm in a niche of apparel or something, or I'm in a niche of, vinyl. And I find out that vinyl is popping in Japan. They're buying up more vinyl in Japan than they are in America. Well, guess who's going to go to Facebook and get a video to pop up in Japan speaking in Japanese, selling them some motherfucking vinyl? You understand? And I'm going to use the AI to put on a komodo, whatever that shit is that the samurais wear. I'm going to put my finest Japanese garb on. And I'm not going to go to the store to buy it either because I don't have time for that. I'm going to go on Nano Banana. I'm going to go on Reeve, or I'm going to go on Free Pick or Love Art, and I'm going to swap an outfit. I'm going to change this clothes right here, and I'm going to put on a samurai's outfit. Then I'm going to make the video actually lip sync and speak to them. It might not be me. It might be my clone, but they'll never know.
But there it is. They'll never know, family, because they don't know you. And when your ad gets pushed, they're not going to say, oh, man, this fool Spin, man, think he's slick being in Japan. I'm not known in Japan. I've never pushed anything over there in Japanese. I've done Mandarin in China. And so, China shirts doing drop shipping. I've sold in Brazil in Portuguese because I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I learned how to sell gis in gi. A gi is what you use for jiu-jitsu. You get jerked around by it. I was able to sell gis in Sao Paulo, Brazil without ever speaking the language. And it's me in America wearing a gi because I do said Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And I'm like, I don't know even what the character's even saying, but this gi, you know what I mean, y'all? So be prepared to sell outside of America to fulfill your American pockets another way, y'all, just by useful information, because that PDF from English can be translated. Videos can be translated. Clones can be translated, y'all. Y'all get ready to cook up, man. There's a link out. Use that link, y'all. Use that link, y'all. Use that link, please. Use that link, please. Let's get it. International
IG.
And it's not like we ain't flawed. We will show you step by step. And again, you can make the decision and say, you know what? Spin out was terrible. And I Cash App you, give your dough back. So hit that link, pick it up here tonight. However you want to do so. Pick up a consultation if that's what you'll need. But get your tickets for the Houston event. Get your tickets for the Houston event. Get your tickets for the Houston event.
Houston, we have a solution.
Houston,
right?
we have a solution. That's what's really.
So we have this right here. This is a great question. Somebody said, any opinion for 3D printers? Stan, you've been with us this whole time, Stan, because I see you in the chat all the time. You should have been hit me up with that one, bro. God damn. Should have been hit me up for that one, bro. You know how much business I could have sent your way? You know how much business I could have sent your way, fam?
You could have been, especially around Complex Fantasy Industries. That was the one.
That was the one. So hell yeah. Does a bird fly? We could literally level you up on the 3D printing. Like that's right now. Somebody else said, I need help structuring my decor company, brothers. So your decor company, I could take your decor company to a whole nother level in an hour. I could take a picture of a dilapidated house and turn that bitch into a finished, completely finished, down to the finest of details, the doorknob being marble. Like the interior decorator job, the type of things we could show you with APIs, the type of things that we could show you with AI right now. Because remember, AI has vision. What does that mean? What it means is the AI could see.
Yep.
The AI could see. You feel me? So when it could see, then you could use it as eyes.
Yeah, and then so I just want to say, man, welcome to the host of Techno Tuesday, Spinning Red. Why the AI route? Because of the age of
asking that.
Ask for speed. So you mean to tell me I'm gonna write my book, or I'll type my book up? Boom! I gotta spend a couple months writing my book. Then I gotta go hit a studio, spend 3 to 4 hours recording my book. I gotta cough. I need water. I need to use the bathroom. Okay, I need that. And then I got to come to the screen, set my camera up, get my backdrop, and I spit my course. If I can get that figured out in an hour, that's why the AI route used the right way is a downhill. You ever imagine ice downhill, what they snowboard on and do the X Games on it? They're just flying. It sends you flying, and the snowball effect that it has for you to bring out, click and order, books and stuff like that in 3 days. What is it going to look like in 3 months? What do your courses look like? What do your agents act like? That's why the AI route, my dog. So that's the one I'm going to
jump in on that.
Maybe you just visiting. Go ahead, Red.
So I would give I would give about 5 answers to that, no problem.
Yeah.
First answer that I would say is the time that we're experiencing now collectively that many of us can't get a hold of, many of us can't keep up with because it's moving so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I would go on record saying at this point in the game, if you're not using AI, you're going to forever be lost in that time. That time you can't keep up anymore. It's impossible. So hold on. If they got you working the analog way, if they got you working the old school way, then they hate you. You know what I mean? Your job and they hate you. They're gonna make you older quicker
Yeah.
because you're literally climbing up a fucking mountain right now with a washing machine on your back when other people are literally taking they're taking the tram, the trolley up that bitch. You feel me? You gotta tap into something that's going to expedite your results. You got to deal with something that's going to help speed up time because time is speeding up, but your actions are not. Time is speeding up, but the way that you do business is not. Time is speeding up, but the tools that you use to complete things is still analog, but we're fully in a digital dash right now.
Yeah. Even if you are brick and mortar, and that's crazy. Even if you are brick and mortar or local service, if you're not using the AI to find who you need to service in that area, you're even cooked in. It doesn't matter if it's physical, local services, United States click and order, or global scale click and order courses, etc. Information, global information, all of it takes a component of an AI tool, y'all.
Right.
Who all really who?
Somebody said why AI?
Huh?
Like Bean said earlier, somebody said why AI? If you get in the car and you got to go driving, why GPS?
Why social media?
Why social media? If you are why the phone? Like why don't you just send a smoke signal? Because people do respond to that. Why not a pigeon?
Yeah.
So if anybody attempts to separate artificial intelligence from technology, then you're not paying attention, right? You're not paying attention. You are attempting to separate something that's inseparable. The technology that we've all witnessed over time, from rotary phones to turn into cell phones to turn into iPhones, yeah, it's called natural progressions. The AI is a part of that natural progression. It's part of that loop. It's called recursion, right? It's called recursion. It's the ontological loop. The snake that eats his tail and whatnot. It's a recursion. Things are always evolving. Things are always changing. Things are always doing what they do. You can't stop that. We lived in the time of the steel era, the era of steel. When it was the steel era, it wasn't the silicone era. It was the steel era, the industrial age. It was niggas on a plantation field that was like, why do they have a cotton mill? I still want to pick cotton. The audacity of them. Then you had niggas that was riding fucking beast of burdens. They were on oxes and shit. And they seen a nigga, they seen somebody mad fly, a young brother with waves. He had on a full fur. He was in a Model T because we was driving clean back then. And he was like, why isn't he on a horse? How dare he? You know what I mean? Everything is about progression. So let's not fool ourselves to act like this is not natural. This is the natural progression of technology over time. However, is there some type of nefarious shit attached to it? It always been that. You know what I mean? Of course it is, because life is duality. This is a duality reality. Everything is good and bad. Everybody has some fucking bad intentions when they do things, and everybody got good intentions. Tell me something that I don't know. You know what I mean? So will people use AI to do crazy shit? Go and look at Sora 2. They're doing it already. It's called AI slop. Niggas, because niggas are sloppy. So when you put something in front of sloppy people, you get AI slop. But when you put it in front of a fucking genius, you get an invention, you get a solution, you get somebody that knows how to tinker, because intelligence interfacing with intelligence can only give you intelligence. Intelligence interfacing with a fool is going to give you foolish shit. And that's what you see, and that's what a lot of people are reacting to. And I'm not a part of that conversation. I'm not a part of that conversation. I don't even want to entertain that shit. I could care less. You know what I mean? Humanity is about folly. So let the folly shit do what it do. Niggas go to follies every night. I don't care about that. People spend so much time pointing out the folly, but they don't put no energy into pointing out how can we use this shit to break the motherfucking matrix and bend the spoon.
Like we do. We don't sit around and, again, I think I said it earlier. It's like, okay, I mean, you look at social media, maybe it's cute to, oh, Tupac is back and he's hanging with Donald Trump.
Right. Awesome.
What does that do for my business? Okay. I made Tupac box Donald Trump. Oh, welcome to Spin City. No, I made the Welcome to Spin City anthem plus the video. I'll make the Halloween movie. I'll do something to represent my side, my message, you know, using the very tools that I'm telling you to do. Because that's what I like. That's what I like as well. And shout out to all my men. Shout out to Brian and Bean, brother Shabazz in that mug, man. Acre Boys in that mug. Pat, shout out to Acre Boys Farms in that mug.
Yeah.
But y'all spoke. And again, it's not nothing against them. They went up there and spoke. Spin was the only one to demonstrate. And that is because my lane is one that you have to demonstrate. Here, y'all, let's go over Notebook LM. Do you see this? Do you see that? Do you see this? Let's go to chat. Do you see this? Do you understand that? Let's go here. Let's go there. Do you understand this, this, and this? If I would have just spoke that, Red, I think they would have went like this.
They'd have been looking at you like, okay, what time is lunch?
Lane is one in which we must demonstrate, and we demonstrate every Tuesday of the year, whether it is on KTL Media, Know the Ledger YouTube, or Techno Tuesdays IRL, when we even further service our crowds and our students.
So what we're doing on Tuesday at Afrotech is leading up to the biggest workshop of the year coming up on Saturday and Sunday. But the way that I work, I'm putting myself in the midst of technological experts. I'm putting myself in that soup. I'm connecting with people because I'm not arrogant to feel I am arrogant, but I'm not that arrogant to whereas I'm like, yo, nobody could give me no type of information. I know it all. I'm gonna sit down and not know. I'm gonna go right there. That's why we're gonna be in Houston. Houston, we have a solution, and that's literally to set off our campaign, because this campaign is not like we're gonna stop after the workshop. The workshop is literally the beginning of a new campaign as we forge forward going into 2026 with a collective, not individuals, with a collective of solutionaries, problem solvers, and people who are out here business-minded owners. My new shit for 2026, no new friends with it without EINs. I can't talk to you if you don't have an EIN. Literally, I'm obligated not to talk to you. What can I do with you? How can we do any type of interface? I can't deal with nobody without an EIN. Bottom line, like there's nothing that we could talk about. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know why that's the case, then once again, we got to do a little more research, because it's time to, especially with them cutting shit like SNAP and 90,000 melanated women unemployed, you better LLC your ass up. You better get your business credit. You better find a way. You better find a way. And unfortunately, we don't have a community set up to whereas we could just go somewhere and get mass solutions. You got to find the solutions in this community, or the solutions got to find your ass. It's not like there's somewhere set up where you could go to 125th Street on any given day and just get solutions. It's not like that. It's not like that. So shout out to everybody that got the EINs. You understand, Chris. You know what this is. If you don't have an EIN, if you don't have a registered business, if you don't have an LLC, my $1 million question is, what are you waiting for? Now, this next guest that I'm going to bring in the building, he can actually assist you with that. He could work with you. He could help you with that. You know what I'm talking about? That is very important moving forward. Think about it. No one can't, you can't, how can you have $1 million conversation with somebody and they're not even registered, man? Come on, it don't make sense. Stop entertaining criminology and criminal. That's a problem in Black community. You niggas are so much into criminology, you've lost your way. So whereas when we talk business, people get uncomfortable and like, what fam talking about? What fam talking about?
I'm talking about.
What is fam talking about?
It's not, must not. I had the big video from Tassili's. It's been going by. It's about worth 1,450,000 views at this point.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of folks in there saying, man, this nigga doesn't know what he's talking about. And you know what that told me, y'all? I said, they could be trolls, or they simply think I'm speaking in Matrix. Like, if you don't hear anything from saying, use Notebook LM, do this, and you sat in the crowd and went, man, this nigga's a joke. I'm like, okay, well, you don't know about EINs. You don't know about Dun and Bradstreets. You don't know about trust, living trust. You don't know about agricultural land. You don't know about residential. Cool. Right. I speak a certain language. And again, I'm not mean. Me and Red been doing this shit for free for a while.
Right.
Just because my brain is on a trust and using life insurance as the real bank, Who knows how to buy crypto with a credit card and build my credit and my investment at the same time? Who speaks this language? Me and my big brothers, but I'm not hating on y'all. That's why I don't never dumb down my information. I just smarten y'all up on what I'm saying. If you're not going to get it, you're not going to get it. I do apologize, but I can't apologize because I must continue to accelerate the folks that are walking with me.
So with that being said, that is a perfect segue to open up the floor and bring my guests in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons why we have a solution for Houston is because this brother has been doing the MFing work in Houston. He's one of the reasons why we're coming out here to put on. He's one of the reasons why we will be plugged in with the right people in the city, because my bro got motion. He was actually running for mayor in Houston a while ago. No, councilman. But let me go ahead and bring my good brother, my fellow paradigm shifter, into the building. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I want to introduce to you none other than the good brother, Pop Darby.
Hey, my guy. What it do, buddy? What's going on?
What's going on with the
Pop, what up, man?
Boy, I really love StreamYard. Like, I really love StreamYard.
Yeah. StreamYard is litty, man.
Merge into the world, because now we can have a different type of conversation on some Brady Bunch shit.
I think 10 people.
Tell them about this.
This is the Black Hollywood Square. Yo, tell them niggas in the basement what we doing, man.
What it do, man? What's going on?
Introduce yourself, man, to the family. I don't want to assume that everybody knows Pop Darby. This is
don't know me. I like to think I'm the best kept secret. I be trying to almost stay hidden because it's a new audience. So, that's right. Since I done got the real heat, I be like, hold on, maybe I don't need to be talking so much.
That's right.
Man, my name is Pop Darby. I'm an intellectual property strategist, and I curate solutions around all of our problems. I think a lot of people across the board are very passionate about solutions, and nobody is really implementing what we need to have done. So since I've tried to implement what we needed to have done, I have faced a lot of adversity. I have given away over the last 8 years in grants while we was doing our merge to circulate the black dollar. We've given away $568,000. That's in 8 years. So it sounds like a lot, but it really be like, I know for 2 years I gave away 100,000, and then after that we gave away like 20,000, 40,000, 30,000. So it be sounding big, but I don't want people to think we just rich giving away money. It's the way that we circulate the dollar and the way that we have a campaign towards black businesses and gearing them towards being solution oriented. So that's what I do. I make sure everybody understand that we're not just passionate about this shit. Like in the 60s and 70s, they had people actually making an impact in community. So we have people making impact in community. It ain't just like we arguing like, man, we need to do this. This could possibly happen. Now, in real time, within 2 years, we can create a database of 50,000 black people that circulate $1 million a month and consistently turn people up. It can be done easily. You know
I remember the Unity is Wealth app, and you had a whole community, you know what I'm saying, that you was building up via the app and everything.
Yeah, man, that's what got me cease and desist order. Let the government done shut down my accounts. It done got me down.
Really?
I ain't even look, you know, I ain't never told people what really happened. Why
really? Yeah.
So that's why I think running for city council was one of the worst things I ever did, because it kind of changed
it put you in the spotlight.
Not only the spotlight, but it changed the ideology of what people thought I was trying to do. So first I'm telling them, hey man, I'm in Houston. This county I was in called District D. You know, we have two of the top 6 dangerous neighborhoods in America are in my district. That's Sunnyside, Third Ward. Huh?
The top 6?
Yeah. Third Ward is number 3. Sunnyside is number 6. So, man, you zoomed in like this. Why it look like this? I don't want to be just me on the screen.
I remember
that's how much I don't like the light.
I remember when you took me to Sunnyside, you didn't tell me it was one of the most dangerous communities in the city, bro. What the fuck?
Nah, in America, for sure. So look. And
we did an event out there. We did, nigga, we did a black business event in Sunnyside.
But look, Soul Food was in Third Ward. Yeah, Soul Food was in Third Ward. The Black Beauty Supply was in Sunnyside. All of that is the same district. So even just describing in one of them first videos that went viral, I was saying, hey man, this neighborhood got 15,000 homes. This neighborhood got 10,000 homes and 10,000 people. And it don't got to be the whole house. They don't have a homeowners associate. 10,000 people put up $20 a month. We could circulate 200,000 a month. Within 2 years, circulating 200,000 a month. That's when Claude Anderson had dropped Powernomics, and he was showing how through black business you could alleviate poverty, and people that live in a district where the average income is $30,000 a year, nobody would be in there, because within 2 years every household would have access to $1 million just by the way that we circulate that $20 and bank with ourselves and create businesses that we benefit from.
Right.
So when I ran for city council, you know, people hearing it, but then I started getting them calls from the Bushes and the Cullens and the Moody's and the people that be in the world, you know, in high stakes places.
Yeah, share that, because I remember you shared that to me and I was blown. So
so and the crazy part is the name's so big that if I was to say all the names, people would be like, oh, I know who that is. But anyway, people hit me and was like, man, we've been following you. They had been commenting and saying little stuff on my page, but my page so black, when I see white people, I'd be like, okay, they you know, I'd be, who is that? So they have been saying little stuff, like saying kind of supporting but not really supporting. And I know they got access to $1 billion, so just the fact that they on my page, it's like, all right, they watching.
Right.
So when I was running for city council, they called me and was like, you know, we got a project we want to do called Moonshot. We gonna take $300 million and we want to put it in the Sunnyside, 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, and Acres Homes at the time, because they was redevelopment zones. And those redevelopment zones meant that anybody that invest into it didn't have to pay taxes on any money they invest. So, you know, if you are a person that make a bunch of money, say you make $100 million a year, your taxes is gonna be crazy unless you spend all of the money. But most people want to spend all of their money on things that they can make money off of. So their non-taxable income was gonna be real estate that they can make money off of, and they wanted to do it in the hood. And they were like, you know, we need somebody to kind of manage the fund and be the face of it. They basically asked me to be the face of gentrification in Houston. Right. I'm like, y'all don't know me very well. Now, this is something that was gonna be real lucrative to me. It was gonna pay me $1 million in cash that day. I was gonna be able to dictate where $9 million went. So I was gonna be able to say, okay, I could find people to put money in their pocket, but the whole hood was gonna be sold out on my back. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't get disrespectful because you know I ain't never really gonna be disrespectful. I just let them know, you know, that I don't play them games.
Right.
And it was another black dude there that was kind of trying to get me like, hey man, I need to talk to you on the side. He like, man, we could really you could do something this, let's do it. I'm like, bro, you crazy. You think I'm finna take these people money and have these people on my road for forever.
Right.
But and they was, you know, they were trying to make sure, they was trying to let me know, oh yeah, you know, we could put you in position, we could have you as the city councilman, we can woo. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I ain't do that. Then I was doing, the next time I did a crowdfund for a city that was for sale. You know, you can incorporate a city.
Right.
So it was a city for sale, but I think it was cheap as hell. It was like $40,000. It was a place. It was where the railroad track went through it. That's all I remember. It wasn't in Texas. I think it was in Georgia, but it was somewhere. It was $40,000. So we was talking about, and I was like, man, you know, we can do. No, it was $80,000 because I raised $22,000 in the first day, and then they did a cease and desist order because on my Instagram page I said the word crowdfund, and back then you couldn't say the word crowdfund because you had to be you had to be accredited investor.
Yeah, you have to be accredited.
So if you wasn't an accredited investor, then
501c.
Yeah, I could. But no, each investor have to be accredited investor. So if I go on here and say, hey man, if we just get 80 people, if we get 8,000 people, I probably had like 30,000 followers at the time. Like, we just get 8,000 people, man. Everybody need 20, 40, even $100, man. Everybody come put it up and we're gonna raise it. First day I had raised like 22,000. And when all my accounts got froze. I'm like, oh man. But not only did my account get froze with 22,000, I was selling all my stuff through PayPal and I had my own app. So that was 15,000 a month coming in on my app, got froze, and they never let me get it back. My PayPal froze up 60,000 and they held it for 90 days. Then the 22,000, I just couldn't do nothing with it. So what that's what was really, they was trying to freeze because that was coming through on the that's what happened. My Unity is Wealth app is what I did the crowdfund on. So all the money that started coming through Unity is Wealth, they start freezing.
Damn. Who was it? PayPal?
No, PayPal was something separate. PayPal was just connected to my business account. The app was, I built the app myself, but Stripe was my processor. So once everything started coming through Stripe, it was a wrap. I couldn't put no more money on there. That's why I switched to Square now. Because Square don't really do it like that. And Square is fully integrated. So when you build your own tech, at least back then, now it's AI, so you can kind of do it a little different, but you really want to use platforms that's already built out that have big processing already. So instead of me trying to do it as my own, now when I want to integrate Zoom, or if I imagine StreamYard by itself, if I want to build StreamYard, this is a difficult process.
Right.
But if I just use StreamYard, I can integrate it into different apps.
API.
Use
the API.
Meta do it amazing because Meta started letting people integrate everything with it. So now I'm seeing like, oh, they really got a bag to be able to partner with Zoom, to be able to partner with Shopify, to be able to partner with all these places so people could just sell straight there and don't have no middleman. And don't have to see when you selling online, the difference in between a sale and somebody just looking at your product is them having to put in a credit card number. So if they can do Apple Pay, that ain't cool. But if they gotta go type in a 16-digit number, put their ID in, man, that's just stop a lot of sales.
Right?
Yeah. But anyway, a bunch of money got held up, and I just, man, it was just a hassle. So that's kind of why I'm like, man, running for city council really fucked me over because people started going from we can be a self-sustainable community by raising capital to, man, we should vote and get somebody in office. And I wasn't saying don't vote. I'm just saying I'm being a public figure so people can see what I'm saying rather than y'all think about voting for me. That's not what that ain't the purpose of why I'm here.
Right.
Because when I go in that room and say, hey, we can use technology on my phone, I can get 20,000 emails and send everybody the same thing right now. We can create a list of things to do this week. Ain't nobody in that room was saying that. They was talking about how they could raise money through this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, I can get every household right here in the group chat.
Right.
You know, like, we don't have to wait a year to figure out how to organize. We can organize today.
That part.
Everybody that's ready, we can organize right now. So it kind of changed what people thought we was trying to do, and they started thinking it was like if a nigga be like, man, yeah, my boy. People start introducing me thinking this was a good thing. Like, yeah, my boy a politician. I'm like, I'm not a fucking politician. What's wrong with you? Are you crazy?
I mean, but theoretically speaking, you did step into that light, and that did shift how everybody
I was
saw
being
you.
diplomatic. I wasn't being political.
No, I know, but it was like, yo, Pop is about to be like you were literally you were a politician to us.
Yeah,
and I was in the third ward with you.
Yeah. And I'm really in the hood and I'm really from it. So niggas looking
you
like,
feel me?
Boy,
so I remember being in the hood with you late night. We had Talik's, we had Soul Vegan, and we walking. I think Turkey Lake Hut was out there that time. They had the big line at the and the community loved you. They, they was treating you like a politician. It was a different type of energy. And it's coming from my vantage point. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm not from Houston, so I'm out there with you in your streets at night, 3 a.m., 2 a.m., and you're running for office, and you're getting, that type of love that I would think that somebody who's solid in their community gets. So I honor you for stepping out like that. I would say that they opened up your eyes. That experience was something that I felt you had to go through. Because
I needed it for sure.
Yeah, you can't put certain things in a book. You know what I mean? There's certain things that you just got to experience.
Look, this another thing I say about that. This a little minute part, right? My grandma was 80. She was born in 35. That was 2019. So that was the first time she was able to go and be like, I voted for my grandson. So she was happy about that. You know what I'm saying? So now before she checked out, she was able to vote for me. That's something I'd be like, all right, I'll take that.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Yeah. The bragging rights at church was crazy. Like,
right, crazy. For my baby. All the old folks, they made it to where, all right, it's another element to it, right? So when I was running, I had did a podcast at the time, and it was a lady running for mayor. And I'm asking her, like, what you running for mayor for? If you get the money, we can make as much change as we want. We don't need no politics. She like, well, it ain't really what you think it is. You could just sign up and do. So she like, man, come to City Hall with me Wednesday, and I'm going to show you. When I go to City Hall, she signed me up on the paper. When she signed me up on the paper, I got I'm from Hillwood. This is another hood called Cloverland. People know about Cloverland because Lil Flip from Cloverland. Yeah. So I got a OG named OG Scott. He was like, man, come to the little Cloverland Rec Center. It's a guy over here want to meet you. He running for office. So I go meet him, and I'm asking him, like, who you running against? So he like, I got a list. I'm going to show you 17 people running. He like, man, Scarface running. It's another lady that I already been in politics. Man, I look on the list, my name on that hoe. I'm like, hold on. He say,
wow, just like you didn't even know your name was gonna be there?
Nah, because I had forgot. I went to City Hall and did it with my homegirl.
So when she said put the name on it, okay.
She just put my name on there. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll run just so I can be boisterous and be a voice in this, because Scarface running too, and I know Scarface. So I'm like, shit, that's my boy. We finna play. I'm damn near like, all right, we finna play. So I damn near felt disrespected, because when I went to City Hall, they were like, oh, you can't run, because the only time I voted before that was when Obama got elected. I turned 18 in 2008. Right. And when I turned 18, that was the thing. They were on my president.
That was the thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? That
was. Boy, so it was a whole nother world. I can't even talk about how that was going on.
It was.
Yeah, it was another world.
It was a different time.
It was so different that in 2009, when my daughter was born, come 2016, when Trump get elected the first time, she asked me, can a white man be the president? She like, white people can be president? And I looked at her like, what? She 5 years old. She don't know. She ain't never seen nothing but a black president. So she like, white people can be president? I'm like, damn, this is crazy, because it just correlate history. Well, when we in rulership and we see each other ruling, it changed shit. But anyway, they said that the Secretary of State in Texas got fired because everybody that voted for Obama that was in college in 2008 used their college addresses. So she unregistered everybody to vote, and she got fired for that. So they was like, oh, you ain't registered to vote, so you can't run for city council. I'm like, all right. They was like, unless you go get 100 signatures. I'm like, oh, it ain't shit to get this 100 signatures. They thinking that niggas can't do that.
Right.
We had just opened Soul Food Vegan in Third Ward. They like, oh yeah, it got to be all in the district and it's due today. I go to Soul Food Vegan. I come back probably like an hour later. I'm like, oh, here go the 100 signatures. They like, oh man, well, you got to pay $500 then. I pull out a bankroll. All right, well, here. Oh, you got to pay on debit. Oh, all right, here.
I got
they
that
looking
too.
At me like, I said, oh, they really trying to play me. They say, okay, well, you can run, but your name can't be on the ballot. You got to be a write-in. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So now the old folks, when they go vote for me, they like, youngster, why you gotta be a write-in? Because it's hard to write people in. They got a little spinning thing where you gotta go select letter by letter, and if they spell your name wrong, your vote don't count. So they got.
And they was trying you hard body.
Yeah, they went crazy with it. But that's why I'm like, all right, it's really a process to all of that shit. And man, she was just like, what we talking about today? Tay, fuck all that. What we talking about?
Well, today, interestingly enough, it's a great segue because today is about Houston. We have a solution.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you letting them know we coming out here for Afro Tech.
Yeah. But not only that, good brother, you know, the great divine speaks in signs. And what happened was they went ahead and did, you know, the stupid shit that they always do. And now they're talking about pulling SNAP benefits from our people on Monday. Mm-hmm. So it is imperative that me and this good brother Spence City, we already sat down earlier today and was brainstorming about how to bring some solutions to the city, because I know what it's going to do to black areas like Memphis and Houston and Atlanta and certain places where, you know, our people is kind of reliant. And, you know, to keep it a buck with you, I just went to the farmer's market the other day and spent about $250, and I couldn't even fill up my back seat, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I was back in the days, I was able to put the back seat in the trunk off of a $250 ball, but I wasn't even able to fill up. Huh?
$250 ain't gonna take you nowhere. You ain't gonna eat for a week off $250.
Not a place, bro. Yeah. I went to the gas station the other day and spent $6 on some bad food. You know what I'm talking about? 2 items. I'm keeping it a buck on some bad food. I'm like, yo, I had a little sugar taste. I went and got a Pop-Tart. And that shit was
say a Pop-Tart. Come on, man. You just went.
Yeah, I was on the edge, man. You know what I'm talking about? I was on the edge. Right. But they want $6 for that and a drink. I'm like, so for the people that are about to get cut from these SNAP benefits, it's going to create a trickle-down effect where if nobody comes with some type of solution-based options, all our people are going to hear is the negativity. The government obviously wants this to happen. And the media, as it looks, is in bed with the Trump administration outside of what anybody thinks. They're all in lock and step. They understand what the agenda is. So we want to link with brothers like you. We want to link with Talik. We want to link with a few other people and start bringing the solutions. Now, it's crazy what I'm about to say, but it needs to be said. And, you know, I hope I don't ruffle any feathers. The motherfucking SNAP benefits is going to be a benefit for the people when they cut it. Why? Because we have an infestation in the community with parasites. And if nobody addresses that, then we are literally spinning our wheels. The mental health crisis in Black communities have a lot to do with the fact that our people are not cleaning themselves out properly, and the parasites that are inside of the food, it seems like they ramped up the parasites in the meat, the parasites in the processed foods, and fasting, right? Not eating these sugars and whatnot, the diabetes. I was looking at Mia X. I was looking at all of the people on stage yesterday at the Cash Money versus No Limit verses and whatnot, and they did not look good, bro. They did not look. Them fucking crawfish or something in Louisiana is not. You know, I seen pregnant bellies. I seen chemotherapy. I seen a lot of shit that not supposed to be on in Technicolor like that. You know, so we're more so coming to address 3 things: the health aspect of how you could see a positive out of this situation. All right, now they're cutting the snap. All right, let's get to the cleaning the body out there. Fuck that. Let's get to that, right? Let's get to some vegetables right now. Let's get to a little bit of raw foods and some everybody's not gonna go for that. Number two, we're gonna be bringing a solution for the 90,000 melanated women that got fired, for my unemployed brothers and sisters, and for my people coming home. We're gonna show them that the AI is not quote unquote, it's not impervious to your past. It don't care about that. It won't block you because you have a record. It won't block you. It won't even block you if you have a speech impediment. You could be illiterate, you could be unlearned, and you could still win with AI. That's the advantage that it has. Unfortunately, for my brothers and sisters with the PhDs and stuff like that, yeah, you have competition now. Because once people figure out how to use this, they are going to replace you if you don't upskill. You're going to have to upskill. So and people are complaining, oh, I did all of this PhD. Well, nigga, it's not over. It's some more to learn. God damn it. Nobody told you. It's a little more to learn now. If you are a PhD learner, me and this man can show you how you could sit in front of AI and literally make thousands of dollars with your skill. Because that's not what they're telling our, they're not telling our people that. For the people that got fired from their jobs, that's a positive in my world, because you got time now and you have opportunity to be you could now interface with that business that fired you as another business in a few months and take their money.
Get paid more.
Get paid more.
But look, with the snap part, it's really two sides to it, right? So what we do with the elderly out here is we'll have certain places like Home Depot gave us some paint they give us paint every month, but the Houston Food Bank allow us to have like small groceries, and then I organize community gardens out here. So we'll have, I got 2 in 3rd ward, we got 2 in 5th ward, but they only feed like, I'm gonna say probably like, I think they feed like 50 families. But the bigger we go, the more we able to feed. But with the SNAP part is most people think about like the young people who own food stamps, but in actuality, it's a lot of older people that's on fixed incomes and retired that just got, whatever being paid out that's on SNAP. So, and old people really don't complain. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of deal with it. They just like, all right, we ain't gonna eat. So I ain't gonna say I think I'm just super optimistic, but I like when shit get fucked up because it forced people to kind of realize what's in front of them and what we got to do. Right. And if nothing happens, then people gonna be, happy and complacent with what it is. So when shit start changing and people start having different conversations, now we gotta start saying, all right, y'all, we're gonna come together. These are the people we got doing community gardens. These are people that got extra food coming in monthly. These are the days we meet. So that make the community work together. It changed the whole
dynamic.
It changed the whole dynamic of people being able to be dependent upon government, which was the whole purpose of them destroying everything that we had from the fucking black towns.
Right.
Since then. So if they were able to destroy over 150 black towns, shit, I'm looking at Houston like Houston was just a collection of black towns back in the day. Sunnyside was a black town, Freemantown was a black town, Barrett was a black town, Hockley was a black town. It was just black towns. They just put them
Pearland.
Pearland wasn't nothing. It was just land.
Right. What about Brownsville?
Brownsville, that's down south. That's like the super border. It ain't even it's really Mexico.
Yeah. Okay, super border.
Oh, you talking about Brownsville in New York?
Nah, Brownsville where y'all at? Yeah. When I seen that, I was like, oh shit, they got a Brownsville out here.
Yeah. Brownsville, it was Mexico. It's really Mexico still to this day. But then people gotta remember that Pueblas in Mexico is where they sent the indigenous Mexicans, and that's a black town. So you know what I'm saying? Mexicans was just us. They just got invaded and taken over, and they was trying to create a caste system where they could have mestizos that created a race. So that's why we have Mexicans that look like how Italians look like.
I forgot who it was, but they were interviewing somebody and they would look just like us, and they said, "Nah, we the Mexicans, those are the Latinos." That's a different. There's a big difference.
A big difference.
It's not. That's not the Mexicans. You think Mexicans are Aztec or no? We're Mexicans. Those are the Latinos.
The only way people will understand it if you look at Louisiana, because Spain was in Mexico and Louisiana. So when they look at it like, oh, the French and the Spanish was already in Louisiana. They had tried to come through Florida, but Florida had the aggressive indigenous that didn't allow them to mix their blood.
Right.
Yeah. So in Mexico and in Louisiana, where everything French up to Canada, they were allowing them to have a caste system where they started creating Creoles and Frenchmen, and that was the people that would be higher society. So that's what the Cinco de Mayo is, a Black Mexican holiday. That shit is about it was a stronghold of Black Mexicans in Pueblas, and what's his goddamn name? Napoleon wanted to come in and destroy all of the indigenous because he didn't want to leave any trace of them. So when he came in, that's how they had a war, and it turned into Cinco de Mayo. But that shit it was Black Mexicans that just created, and they just created. See, look at how when they say in 1492 during the Spanish Inquisition, when they hit this shit, they said everybody that came from Spain, their heights was averaging like 5'5". That's a tall man in Spain. When they hit Mexico, they seen Black people look like me, 6'3", 6'2", 6 feet. Like, man, these people giants. But they didn't. They just was like, we just gonna merge the bloodline and create something powerful. They ain't expect everything to turn out how it is now. They just end up winning on that side of the wall through merging the bloodline.
Right.
But yeah, man, when people think of Black, they supposed to just think of the word indigenous. They shouldn't even think of, like, you know how we were talking about the Siberian natives. Why even try to merge it together? Just say when you hear the word indigenous, just think Black. That's the same shit. Right. But man, it's super solutions when it comes to like healing community through not only raising capital, but just the people that's already doing shit. Like, it's a community garden everywhere, and those people can take care of most of the basic essential needs, especially when it comes to the elderly.
Right. So this is what me and Spin want to do, Pop, when we come to the city. We want to hold court with about 30 to 40 influencers that are on the ground in Houston right now doing the work, whether it's doing the work on the streets, whether it's doing the work online, whether it's doing the work with the little ones or whatever it is. We want to come through and share our valuable knowledge that we have of this AI that we've been working with relentlessly since the beginning of this year, and just give everybody the game. I just came from an event with Spin City. He was headlining. He got up there for 45 minutes. We were in front of a bunch of elders who are part of a membership only community. And he basically, when he got out of that, when he got off that stage, those elders understood fully how to take their business or their brand and utilize AI to level the F up. Prior to him getting on the stage, they might have been some of those, you know, I don't know about all of that. I used to watch Star Trek. That's the demon. That's the devil. And then when he got off, they understood, oh, nah, we about to rock the business because it's a business tool. So
none of that's a lot of shit.
Yeah. So Spin, can you tell the family and also Pop like some of the things that we are doing with the AI and how that could accelerate brothers and sisters that are in these businesses?
Yeah, definitely. Pop, man, what's going on, man? Spin, I watch you for a long time. So yeah, man, what we like to do is organize business processes and SOPs. Now, once it's organized, and what we tell them is a notebook LM at the time, and they can align that with a large language model such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, etc. Then you can start to get a look at your competitors. When you use something like Uber Suggest, Answer the Public, you're starting to get keywords back. And now you start to develop products and services in that area, whether it's click and order digital, whether it's hats, whether it's I come wash your car, I'm a mobile detailer, whatever. We start to build our scripts. And for somebody that can't work every day and get in front of a camera every day, or they might be shy, we teach them how to clone their voice, clone their likeness, clone their images. Boom. So now you have organization of business. You have your voice. You have your face, and then we push it out as content and advertisements, and we use the same AI to push out and follow your advertisements for better return on ad spend, all while you're pushing out hammer them strategy type of content. That means, hey, what's going on, y'all? Spin City, I'm over here, I'm doing AI, come see me. That's the first ad. Now, once they see that one ad, now they're on a retargeting stream being followed by AI print tracking to show them 10, 15, 20 different other, especially when Meta Andromeda came out, it just simply supports more creatives. So I might got the red background, the blue background, then I got the orange background with the green letters, the orange background with the blue letters, just because Andromeda, that's Meta's AI on the side, just so it can catch up, keep up, and then there it is, retrain and predict itself on where to send these advertisements better. Whether it's a local, you can do your local celebrity by pinpointing and geo-targeting right there in Houston. You can go nationwide. Or what we like to teach is change your voice to Spanish. Now you're in Mexico. Change your voice to Portuguese. Now you're in Brazil. Change your voice to Mandarin. Change your PDF. Of course, translate your voice, and then use a clone that's speaking the language to further sell and create pages of Spin City in English. That's Spin City HQ, Spin City Espanol, Spin City Portuguese, Spin City China. And that Spin City only speaks Mandarin. It's Mandarin on his hat.
Right.
He only sells, to that demographic in which we choose to target with the AI print tracking.
I don't even think people understand how deep it is, because if you popular in America, imagine how much you could sell in another country.
Here we go.
And now you're not looking at how they gonna, man, they buying it immediately.
If you go out the country and show people your Instagram and they see your macro, anything you selling, they buying. Like that means something outside of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really does.
That means something. I got this American, especially looking like us, how we do.
Yeah.
And it's just fluent Portuguese with the lips. And we said earlier, okay, I launched a campaign in Portugal. I launched a campaign in Argentina, wherever, right? In Portuguese. Nobody's going to say, oh, man, Spin's up to this cloning shit again.
Yeah, no, they not.
This is the first time we're targeting Sao Paulo, Brazil, for a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gi, and it's a black man with face tattoos saying something I can't even say right now to sell them a gi in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where I have a manufacturer of gis to flip that process, doing e-commerce, doing old school. What's the old school joint called? When you in the middle. I got the manufacturer of the gis and I got the customer. I'm in the middle doing the marketing and the voices.
Middleman.
Yeah, he basically describing being a middleman. I'm trying to think of what word he said.
Out there, it was a buzz term.
Liaison.
Because there was print on demand and there was
drop shipping.
Here we go. So now I'm drop shipping gis in Brazil. I'm in America. I'm in the Bay Area, California. And then when I find the manufacturer, I don't just type up and say, I need gis. No, I use AI to give me the perfect script.
Full breakdown.
Manufacturer.
Man, I be cheating with mine now. Like I got a Mexican crowd that I send videos to, but I'm a translator. I'm finna show you, matter of fact.
Yep.
I'm from Texas, so I don't know Spanish, but estoy aprendiendo español. No sé poquito es malo. So I know a little bit. I know a little bit, but when I get on here, I can
convertirnos en fuerzas magnéticas para atraer lo que deseamos es porque tenemos partículas con carga eléctrica. Solo necesitamos entender cómo una turbina genera.
So I can talk about turbines and teach them how to leverage the power of their body.
Intelligence possibilities are truly endless. Not only can I assist English-speaking communities, but I can also seamlessly communicate. Hola, con la inteligencia artificial puedo ayudar a las comunidades de habla hispana con facilidad y eficacia. French, bonjour. Avec l'intelligence artificielle, je peux aisément aider les communautés francophones. Chinese, 您好。您好。我可以轻松帮助说中文的社区。Arabic, مرحبا. بفضل الذكاء الاصطناعي يمكنني
Yeah, they got the game fucked up.
So look. Now you're a polyglot.
Yeah.
Right? What is a polyglot? A polyglot was the Africans. It was usually the Africans who spoke mad languages, and they would do like when you read like Alexander Dumas back in the days. He did like 8 things.
Mm-hmm.
He was a lawyer. He was a poet. He was a warrior. He painted. You know what I mean? And he spoke 5 or 6 languages. So that look at that right there. Then they got the Apple. They got the earplugs to translate the English.
Yeah, they translate whatever, so you can be wherever you want and hear what you need to hear.
But so initially you put the videos out there, and whatever country you go viral in, and you start making bread in. Now I'm putting my AirPods on and I'm going over there.
Yep.
I'm setting up something. I'm gonna do a pop-up, put my AirPods on. Yeah.
Glasses.
Yeah.
Why you in the streets? Why you in the streets of Japan? Why you in the streets of China? Why you in the streets of Brazil? Meta glasses. Read that sign. Go in there, communicate with that person, get some food. Read that sign right there. Now connect with the person in that store. So, I mean, come on, man. The possibilities are always endless when you got some AI and some good tech wisdom.
Yeah, man. It's going that direction. So what day you touch down in Houston, Spin?
I'm trying to make it with Red tomorrow. Latest, I'll be there Tuesday morning.
All right, we go. And what day we have it? What day you want to have the event where everybody pull up, Red?
Wednesday. Well, Tuesday we do the pop-up.
Did you call my kinfolk? I gave you the number too?
Yeah.
What she said?
She sent me some info.
Was she talking crazy or she was talking reasonable?
We didn't even get to that yet. I got to talk to her in a minute.
I'm finna handle it because it's gonna take too long. She too professional. Sometimes I got, hey, what number you want so we can get this shit done?
All right. I would love to do it. I would love to do it on. So the Tuesday, Techno Tuesdays, is when we're gonna do the pop-up for 5 hours, right?
Okay.
On Wednesday, we want to do more of a personal. We're gonna be doing consultations and one-on-ones all day. Right. But the 5-hour class on Tuesday, I want to fill up the spot IRL because we also going to be going to Afrotech and bringing people from Afrotech to come to the pop-up as well. You feel me? So I think Wednesday would be great for us to teach to speak to your people. We could go to Talik's spot, or we could go get a bigger spot and do that. But yeah, that's what I want to do. Shout out to the family and the audience and whatnot. Let me know who is going to be pulling up on us in Houston. Put a 1 in the chat. I don't care if you from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter. I need y'all in the building. Pull up on us. This is going to be, I think it's Spin City first time in Houston.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make them have a good time.
Dallas. Yeah.
We're going to show them a good time.
We definitely show the good brother a good time.
And when you're there on the computer over somebody's shoulder saying, all right, man, knock this out right here. Those are the best feelings in the world a person to get. You know, you get a high level intellectual over their shoulder, man. It's your best friend. Go here, 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 and here, man. It's magic. I feel it in the way they shiver a little bit when I'm shaking their hand. They say, Spin, whatever you just did on that stage, man, I'm about to change children's life. Okay, so
the AI is most effective when it's hands-on, right?
Yep.
So, and the AI is also most effective if I was on a computer prompting it and had Pop Darby standing right next to me, And because Pop Darby is an intelligence in and of itself, I could be able to extract his intelligence and feed it through the prompts. Yo, Pop, what's the formula that you was using? What's that word that you was using? Yo, what's that concept that you had that you went viral with? He'll tell me the concept. I'll go right to GPT. Yo, GPT, make an app out of this, right? I'll go to Firebase. I'll go to Lovable. Yo, make a mobile app out of his idea. I want to make that a mobile app. Yo, make a landing page. Yo, make a website. Yo, GPT, make a PowerPoint. So in the future, you're going to be able to hire people to be your co-pilot when you go and interface with the AI, because everybody with their PhDs, everybody with the knowledge base, you have skill sets, you have knowledge about a certain thing. You are valuable. You might not be valuable working for the job anymore, but your intelligence is very valuable for people who need that intelligence, because once again, you could sit anybody in front of the AI. If they don't know what to ask it, if they don't have knowledge and whatnot, you're gonna get kitten pictures like these niggas.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say when you were saying that information is valuable, because my STEM program in the school, right? I'm teaching all of the kids how to write a book using artificial intelligence. So I get them either on ChatGPT or I get them on DeepSeek, and I'll be like, all right, tell it to write you a book, and I'll say include the who, what, when, why, and where. Now that means give it so much detail that it really don't understand. Them people that get on there, these is 8th graders. They'll just be like, write me a book about a magic dragon. Now it's gonna write it, right? But if you was to give it detail and to show it how you wanted to tell a story, it'll be so much more imaginative and descriptive that you really have a real book. So it's like, if I could sit with a lawyer and ask it to describe the law, if I could sit with a real estate agent and ask it to describe the plan, if I could sit with a genius and ask it to describe a breakdown of an atom, it's whatever I'm looking for, it's gonna give me. But if I'm able to describe the words and go in even deeper detail, man, that shit take you to another level.
Come on.
Straight up, it opens up. It's similar to a genie bottle. So
be careful how you make your wish. Yeah. Be careful how you make your wish.
Be very careful about your wish, family. Be very, very careful. Do not play with it. But it is a genie bottle, and it will grant your wish. For those of us who lived our whole life wanting wishes to be granted and whatnot, well, this not just GPT. I want people to understand that there's about 44 tools that are highly effective right now. They will literally change your whole life. And you might want to research a topic before you interface with the AI to ask it questions.
Yeah, you got to already know.
Yeah, that would be my
know a little bit.
You know, like, look, case in point. The Encyclopedia of Gods. So now I'm not going to Google to find out something to go to AI. I'm reading a book. I'm using a highlight pen. I'm bridging the worlds. I'm not going fully digital. I'm keeping myself grounded, right? I got a whole notebook right here of mad information. I print the information out. I don't be reading that shit off my phone. I'm still a human being. I like books. You know what I mean? This shit is temporary. I'm still doing this. But boy, oh boy, the shit inside of this book is going to make me $1 billion. I just got to get out the way. You know what I'm talking about? I just got to be able to go. I got to be able to dip off real quick. But this book, just one book alone, the ideas that I put in this book, I don't care if it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 weeks ago. Everything is a fucking go right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, the shit we was talking about 10 years ago is just now
just popping. People in Jamaica don't know me. People in China don't know me. I'm not worried about who know me in America. People where's the economy popping? Oh, Dubai? Yeah, they don't know me. They don't know me. So what am I doing right now? I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. I mean, real quick demonstration. We'll take you to Hicksville.
Yeah, with a video of you walking down the street in Dubai while you're still in America.
So you can see the screen?
Yeah.
All right. So this is Hicksville, right? And let's go to Sora 2 Trends. So Sora 2 Trends, I tell everybody, use the $50 plan. Can you see the other screen I just went to?
Yeah,
They have Ibrahim. Okay.
Yeah, Ibrahim G.I. Joe.
Yeah. So let me make this bigger. Okay, all right. So Ibrahim is popping in Africa right now, but he's also popping in the Caribbean right now. And lady, rumor has it that niggas in the UK is in love with him. Great, right? So what do I do with Ibrahim? I made him a toy.
Stay low. I'll get you out.
Okay.
Falcon, this is Trey Array. Package secured. Need immediate extract. Move! Contact left! Go! You're clear. We're airborne.
Thank you.
Stay low. I'll get you out.
Whatever that's on.
Falcon, this is Trey Array. Package secured. Need immediate extract. Move! Contact left! Go!
This is Higgsfield, right? So boom. All I do on Sora 2 Trends is I make product videos to sell shit. This is all about products. They do TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and YouTube with a click of a button. Look at this.
Some pieces stay with you. Then one day, you're ready to let them go. This bust has been my altar, my reminder of what guided me. Now it will guide someone new. The Dr. Sebi, KTL All-Stars Museum. Some pieces stay with you.
Niggas is out here selling Dr. Sebi busts. You know?
Crazy what?
This is the Master Teacher Chenille patch, designed with a golf-inspired twist. Thick yellow chenille forms the lettering, edged in fine forest green stitching that sits on a deep black felt base. High-frequency linen fiber.
I got white people working for me. I didn't even hire them, bro.
Crazy work.
I didn't even hire them. I got white people working for me, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even hire them. And they got us working for white folk. But I got white folk working for me.
Introducing the limited edition KTL All-Stars collectible. A hand-finished bronze bust honoring Mama Pill, Annette Thomas, the master teacher and healer. Every curve and pattern is sculpted to... Introducing the limited edition KTL All-Stars collectible.
It goes crazy, man. Look, I made one of my All-Stars a toy. I got you next, man. You're going to be part of the collection.
From the KTL All-Stars line comes a limited edition masterpiece, Red October, Hitsuyo Aku, the Sovereign Assassin. The Jogu Zedidor Verwoodboss set features a modular body, interchangeable heads, and a luminous... From the KTL...
Yeah, it's going down.
My dude is popping in Japan, right? And I had somebody email me like, yo, we want to talk to you about bringing him to Japan. I immediately went and made him a toy. Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's that time, man.
Man, that's how I made my, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think you was on yet, Pop, but I was talking about how I wowed the folks by listening to and showing them my intro video. And the same thing, Higgsfield.
Yeah, you bodied that. When they saw your video, they was locked in today.
Yeah, I need to go watch it. I'm going to go watch it.
Yeah, so like I said, we are going to come amongst the entrepreneurs in your city. We're going to give them this source because we got to share this shit. Me and this young man hoarding this information is not going to empower us, right? I don't want nobody that don't look like us winning in this field. I fuck that. I'm a hater. I don't want to see winners. Why they got to have all the fun? It's time for us to have some fun. So we're blocking out all of the negativity and all of that weird ass energy that they want to rile our people up. They want our people to be reactionary, right? As you can see, they're almost like entrapping our people. No problem. We're gonna curve that and we're gonna get right to the bag. We're gonna get right to the solutions. We're gonna get right to the unity by bringing people together, bringing intelligent minds together, and we're gonna body this shit.
Oh yeah, this easy. So, it's easy, and we're gonna be able to
in front of y'all, you, Top Cat, Talik, and all of them, and show you what both me and this man is able to do to help big up our business.
Hey man, I guarantee you by the end of next week, we're gonna have a whole nother program running where people can come in and join that family, and we're gonna be able to guide everybody to us on a daily so that we can have consistency with this shit so it don't never go nowhere. These are conversations we gotta really have.
Key point, consistency. Yeah. I'm on this shit every day. Ask Pop. I turn my I tell my son, be like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at work, bro.
Motherfucker be downstairs in the back room.
10 hours back. I'm at work. I got a 10-hour job. I'll see you at lunch, my G. I'll see you on the lunch break, but I'm at work. I'm locked in. This is my job. So I'm on that bitch at least 4 hours. I mean, maybe more, but I'm giving a lot of time to the research. I'm reading more. I'm creating more. I'm knocking out shit. I'm taking old projects and finishing them. I'm finding old music. I'm putting shit together. Like, I'm staying focused, man. And I just want my people to stay focused. Ladies and gentlemen, on Tuesday, Techno Tuesdays IRL. It will not be regular like the YouTube. This is going to be behind a paywall. This is going to be behind a paywall. The link is in the description. The link is in the bio. You know, we are going to be leveling up on this Techno Tuesdays. It's not going to be the regular. This is going to be like a masterclass. And then on Saturday and Sunday, you're going to be getting a 6-hour each masterclass from me and Savon Bomar, AI Masters Workshop. I'm going to hook you up, Pop. I got a ticket for you. And yeah, that part, you know what I'm talking about? So I look forward to see everyone in the Houston area, Dallas, Fort Worth, all of that. Come and pull up. We're gonna be with the mayor right here. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care if they didn't.
Hey man, you gotta know when I go outside, they calling me the mayor every single day, right there. Gotta know that.
Okay, so real quick, because we have to stay balanced and I have to be respectful for those that are balanced. What are the dangers? All right, thank you for asking that question. The dangers of AI is the fact that Facebook, Google, Palantir, and a few other people. Matter of fact, I could show you better than I could tell you.
Times to make sure that I wasn't. I had to read the article 3 times to make sure that I wasn't seeing things, that I wasn't taking anything out of context. Top executives from OpenAI, Meta, and Palantir, CTOs, CPOs of the biggest tech companies in the world were sworn into the U.S. military, not as advisors, as lieutenant colonels in the Army Reserve. What? Since when did unelected billionaires become military officers without boot camp or vetting by the public? When did we give the people who are in control of our data and digital lives military rank? This is some sci-fi dystopian shit, right? Like, this is real. This is real. This new unit just opened the door for big tech to directly control military innovation. AI, surveillance, cyber weapons, autonomous drones. You think this is about advising? No? Wake up. Are you guys comfortable with the merging Silicon Valley with the US military? We're watching the government hand over the keys of national defense over to the same people building AI that can manipulate elections. They censor speech, as we know, and track every single thing you do online and profit off your personal life. This is not protecting America. This is securing control. If you're still out there defending this administration like they're the adults in the room, it's time for you to look around because this is not normal.
So what's the top 3 things that I would suggest that people do when it comes to AI? 1, use it for business only. If you're not doing business with the AI, then you are doing a disservice to yourself. 2, try not to get too personal with the AI. My AI knows who Red Pill is, and they know what my mission is, and they know where I stand metaphysically and all of that. I give it all of that information, but I'm not giving it my personal information. I'm not going to give my baby pictures to AI. right?
No addresses. It can get
Yeah,
what it
I'm
wants.
not getting into all of that. You feel
That's
me?
what that's a real danger. Artificial intelligence can take whatever you put inside of it and begin to merge it with people who can download that data. So
Right.
be careful
So
of what all you willing for it to know, because just act like you talking in the public. You know what I'm saying?
Act like you're talking to a white person, straight like that. Get to code switching. You know what I mean?
It's funny you say that, because the way that it's programmed to even get a black response, you have to talk to it a certain way. So depending on what you want to get, you have to almost go into more detail.
Right.
To even, like, I can skew whatever stats I want to skew, because the AI, if I say, man, make me some stats like this that make it seem like this, it'll do it.
It will do it.
It's already programmed to believe one thing.
Right.
So whatever program it has, you have to damn near walk around it when you ask questions.
Right. And there's many ways to do it. We'll tell everybody on Tuesday what they call open source AI, which is usually from China. And the huggingface.com for anybody that's not going to be in a class. Hugging Face, like hugging, and then face.com is where all of the open source models are at. So you could utilize a safety measure with open source. Open source is not closed source. Closed source is a black box. Closed source is private. Closed source is for profit. Closed source is big fucking everything. Big tech, big military, big all of that. Big pharma, they all closed source. So closed source is not decentralized. It's centralized. Anything centralized, anything public or private, anything closed, anything of that nature, you wanna steer a little bit careful when you deal with it, right? But if you're on Meta, because somebody be like, well, yeah, that's all I needed to hear. Well, get off of Facebook too, my nigga. Get off of IG. Don't let me see you on YouTube either. You know what I'm talking about?
On nothing. If you scared of the internet, then just be off the internet.
Don't be a hypocrite. Get the fuck out. Go with Nature Boy or somewhere. Go off the grid. You know what I mean? Because at this point, the whole grid is AI. Everything is AI. And the whole thing is AI. Don't use GPS. Don't use Alexa. Don't use none of these things. Don't use your phone. Don't Google nothing, because it's all algorithmic. Later on.
What we said earlier, when we were speaking, Meta alone tracks 52,000 data points per user per day. That's 104. And what I mean is, and the example I like to give is that when you swipe your debit card anywhere, it hits on data points on your social media platforms, not just publicly, hey, but we had we do ads and stuff. So we had like a meeting, Ty Lopez, those type of dudes, right? And they're like, if a person buys toilet paper every month religiously on the 15th, between the 15th and the 20th, when the 21st and the 22nd come and they haven't bought any toilet paper, you know what type of commercials and ads they're gonna see? Charmin, Downy, because of the data points being read. They know how far you drive your vehicle. In some, especially San Francisco, where the cameras, I don't want the camera to see my face. Your car has a VIN number, your car has a plate, and it's AI in the camera just watching plates go by. And AI says to itself, I seen plate V200 come up this street 30 times this month. They must live over there. That's the type of AI print tracking, data tracking that we're talking about. And since we know it exists, we're going to use it to our advantage in marketing. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. If you mean to tell me if I drive up a certain street and swipe my debit card in a certain area, the AI is going to pinpoint me? Fuck it. They got my ass, y'all. We going to use the same superpower and go back and tell our folks that, man, you can track some data. Go to Meta, go to business.facebook.com, go to Google AdWords.com, go to TikTokads.com, and now you can utilize those same data points to find the people that you need for your product, your service, or your information. You understand?
Super fact. Super fact. So, I hope I'm not telling anybody something that they don't know about the government involvement with social media. You just saw the clip with the lady. They're taking it further than them being in bed with the CIA, they're now militarized, right? They're in bed with Palantir. They're in bed with the Trump administration. They're in bed with some very nefarious forces. However, if you let that deter you from doing what the fuck you are sent here to do, and if you let that shit deter you and scare your ass away from utilizing a quote unquote from working smarter and not harder, if you allow that to pipe you down and scare you and put you into a place where you live in fear, then the information and the teaching and all of these things that people were trying to do over the years is just to naught. You know what I mean? This is about you know, I work great in dangerous situations. You know, somebody asked, what are the dangers of the AI? Data collection, Palantir basically droning your ass if they decide that you are undesirable. This is later on down the line, but you see the provocation taking place
even right now.
Yeah, you see it going down right now. So,
but I'm gonna tell you after you finish your word.
So you wanna stay focused. You want to stay business minded. You want to stay out of these marches and all of that fake. I'm not doing the political thing moving forward. There's no reason to. I'm doing business. You feel me? I'm doing business and I'm minding my business. And I would suggest you do that as well. Don't put yourself in the crosshairs. So you won't have nothing to worry about what AI is trying to do, because they're going to use AI for law enforcement. They're going to use AI to restore they're going to use AI as an iron fist. They're going to use AI for biometric targeting, all type of shit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's being done right now in Houston. I got I was about to say his name. I ain't gonna say his name, right? But it's 2 blocks in Houston. If you go on, it's like viral pages in Houston. They have a drone that fly around. It don't do nothing. It don't say nothing. Sometimes people will get behind it and say like, "Oh, we see you," and they'll say their name. Like, it's the laws. They on their drone. They can speak through it. They fly over. They'll be throwing stuff through it, but it go to the high blocks and it record them. On one of my homeboys' cases, they saying he was at a place. Now, they had hit a safe in a house, and in the safe it was some mail in there, and one of the places with the mail, one of the mail had his name on there, so it didn't have that address, but he had some mail in there, so he couldn't say, "Oh, I never been there," but they showed him on the drone. But this you locking the door last Wednesday, you was there. We know you be there.
Right.
We got a video of you there.
Got surveillance, right?
You know I'm saying they take surveillance of these blocks.
So
like
they got the drones. So they got the drones that they let you see. Then they got the drones that you can't see.
They don't let you see.
It's way up, depending on who they looking at. So once again, a majority of the people that are on this call don't got nothing to worry about. They don't have, you know what I mean? That it's going to affect people that are in a certain type of lifestyle or living a certain type of life for now. And later on, when it begins to encroach upon people's social credits, because they're going to implement social credit systems. They're trying to implement UBI, Universal Basic Income. They're going to try to implement social credit systems. They're going to try to implement all type of shit with the digital ID. You can't get on a plane because your social media, you've been too critical against the government, right? Henceforth, why it's important for anybody who understands timing is everything. You don't have, I mean, I would tell people you got a window of about 6 months to a year while you can move around like how we're moving around. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but what I do know is in a year from now, you're not going to be able to move like this. So if you're trying to go outside the country, go now, right? If your ass wanted to go to Ghana and all of that, or wherever you wanted to go, I suggest you go and travel now before they start doing all that weird visa shit. Open up export import type of businesses, not where you're shipping something from America and all of the tariffs is going to mess it up. No, your ass is going to be, you're going to change your thing to make it look like you're in Brazil, right? You're speaking Brazilian language, and you're going to use Google Trends to find out what the fuck is trending in Brazil, right? There's ways to find out what they're searching in Brazil, what's not in Brazil. That's what you're going to be able to sell them. You're going to work out a plan to whereas you're going to have a supplier in Brazil drop shipping whatever that product is. So you don't have to worry about the tariffs. Open up a global market Stay the fuck out of the way. Get off of that fake ass protesting and all of that. Don't let these people push your buttons. Oh, ISIS, no, be quiet, relax. These people are desperate. They're playing themselves. Let them continue to play themselves. But they're literally looking for you to slip in that trap. Pivot and get on your business job.
Yeah, if y'all are anti-AI, you're anti the future. You probably sound like the same folks that when the car came out, they're like, well, I'm finna share. Cars is the devil. I'm finna keep riding my horse in my carriage. Look, man, I don't know if you're trolling. I don't know if you're playing. If you're anti-AI, you're anti the future, man. You'll become history in no time.
Right.
Nah, for real.
So with that being said, we are at the 2-hour mark. I want to say thank you to everybody that pulled up. I know you got things that you got to do, Pop. I actually have a second show that we're doing called Iowa's Part 2. For all of my doom and gloomers, I'm going to scare the shit out of you. No worries. Pull up. We'll talk about all of the negative, dangerous shit going on with AI. We're going to talk about the demons that are running your computer. We're going to talk about the algorithm being named after the star called Algo, which is the demon star. We're going to talk about the demon method. But we're also going to diffuse a lot of the BS because we are students of the occult. We are students of metaphysics. We are students of esoteric. So we understand that what may be perceived as negatives are not always that. This whole AI thing is a continuum of what Spin City said. When they had the machine, when they had the steel era, you had what is known as the industrial age. When they had the invention of glass, which is sand, which is part of the earth, you had a whole era of that. Then they had, now we're in what is known as the silicone era or the silicone age and whatnot. Man is working through the intelligence of whatever is driving man. Man is not, man, you sitting there in the backyard smoking an L. Who gave you that idea to build a fucking machine? Huh? Who did that? Was it God? Was it the intelligence that's all around us? Who gave you that? Who helped the people create these patents that they were making all of these discoveries? Black people in the 1800s. We give intelligence and we give innovation a very bad name. You know what I mean? But when you do the research, you have to apologize to all of the Black inventors who were into technology. They were into innovation. They were making things like the stoplight and all of these other things. We can name 100 inventions. So we are moving in that spirit. We're going to channel those ancestors when we deal with the AI, because what? Houston, we have a solution. You can't put me in front of AI and expect slop to come out of it. I'm going to give you gold. I'm going to spin this shit like Rapunzel. Pop Darby is going to do the same. Spin City is going to do the same. So the future is good in our hands, even with the technology, because we know how to utilize it. We're not spooked out and whatnot, and we're not victims. Okay, so it's going to be used to empower us. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Last words from both of you good brothers.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and wake up and get with the next to come, or you become history, man. It's your boy Spin. I'll see y'all in Houston. Pop, good to digitally meet you. I think I sent videos to your IG DM, bro. Check those out so you know what I'm moving with. When I get down there, bro, shake your hand and chat with the family. All right, Spin.
Hey, man, I can't wait till y'all touch down, man. I'm gonna welcome you with open arms and ears and eyes, man. You know how, man. You know we rock out, man. You know we gonna rock out.
I've been there many times. You rolled the red carpet out, man. It's always love,
man. For everybody watching and pay attention, just keep on watching and pay attention. We'll keep on seeing it.
Yes, Scorpio Bash in Atlanta, November 1st and 2nd. I also have to mention that. Thank you, Jeff, for reminding me. For all of my Scorpions, we're doing a bash on the 1st and the 2nd. All right. So not only are we doing a workshop, we're doing something in real life as well. We're going to honor the ancestors on the Day of the Dead. We're going to honor the quote unquote ancestors through the music, like the movie Sinners showed us and whatnot. We're going to salute brothers like D'Angelo, Young Dolph, you name it. There's so many of them. PMC and whatnot. So the whole playlist for the first night is going to be all ancestors. And then the second night is going to be all Scorpion artists. That list is crazy too, of the Scorpion artists. I had no idea. But we party in Atlanta. We're going to be turning up. We're going to be not partying, ceremony, celebrating.
That's November 1st.
That's the 1st and the 2nd and the A.
What that is, a Saturday. I'm gonna try to
Saturday and
that's
Sunday.
next week.
Yeah. You know, I'm talking about Saturday and Sunday. We're gonna be turned. So if y'all are in the neighborhood, if you're pulling up, pull up. You're gonna have the time of your life. I gotta pay some bills, and then we are gonna get up out of here. You dig?
All right, for me.
Trumpet sounds of golden arch. I saw in Zion these crystal balls of lightning, thundering different sound.
At Infinite Treasures, we get visions of angels. They communicate through angles and geometry, manifesting, impacting the material realm, space and time as we know it. What do angles and angels have in common? Both represent law and order necessary for stability and structure. Angels relevant to all things spiritual, angles relevant to all things in the physical world. These laws and order render leverage, lightening the load one carries on the journey through life.
Don't fall in the valley of the bloodbath. Trumpet sounds of golden harps.
Hey. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, Spin City will be back around, maybe 9 o'clock. I think right back at you. You know what I mean? So go ahead and get you some water. Get something to eat and whatnot. Put the little ones to sleep. We'll be back for Sacrilegious Sundays. Spin.
Yo.
Yes, sir. I'll see you tomorrow or mañana. Maybe later on tonight. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to cook up something, man. Peace to yous and y'all's, man. Ready to talk to you in a minute, brother.
No doubt. Salute. We got the Ukraine tapping in. And that's what's up. So peace, love, and light to the family. Thank you for your time. Shout out to the IG family. Shout out to the Twitch family. Shout out to the YouTube family. All right. Peace, love, and light to y'all. We will see you very soon. We're going to get up out of here with the track got it going on. Me and Cambada. Make sure we see y'all at the workshop, the 1st and the 2nd. Peace. And remember, the Houston event will be live streamed and it will be seen by everybody around the world. So even if you're not there physically, you will be there digitally. I'll see you in the building. Link in the bio. 1000.
Hey, yo, we got it going on. I'm hit right on my wrong. Yo, we got it going on. This is for the culture. Yeah. Hey, yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah. We hit it right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my views. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God. I'm teaching essentials, I'm operating at my peakest potential. Elijah, he told me to keep it all simple. These instrumentals, I speak to your mental. Red. Back in the booth, rap to the youth, they was lacking the truth. Back to the seas, they was lacking the roots. Smoked all the trees and they snacking on fruits. Bed, attached to my roof, detached to the roof on the back of the coupe. Back from the future, I'm back in the red and the blue, yeah, I'm back on my snoot. Niggas be biting, they cracking, they tracking, they niggas be capping, they lacking it. Put a toe tag on the back of they boot. Battle with nukes, I'm attacking they troops. I wrote these bars in Sumerian text. The legends of Mu, I'm Sumerian sets. It was written in Targaryen text. Came to conquer all my variants. Yeah, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah. We hit it right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my fuse. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God. Cam.
family ties. Swear that I hear every prayer that you say. I was there every day.
Chat what the hell? Whenever they got a pillar at the Vatican. Pope Pablo, where you at?
You either fight or run. Life a game, I feel like I won. Yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. We hit a fight all wrong. Hey yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my fuse. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God.
From the quantum shadows, a traveler emerges. Fly Sinet, the multi-dimensional hacker, living his hero's journey. He joins the Pantheon at AI Masters Workshop, November 1st and 2nd. Hosted by 363 Empire, with Red Pillar and Seven Bomar. Tickets, lock yours in, now.
This is the law of mental command. It is the understanding that you are not a victim of your thoughts, but a commander of them.